Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on here and remind you that it is okay to rest, okay? The reason why you are not seeing the changes that you want in your life, the reason why you feel resistance in every area, whether it's your job, your career, your business, your relationships, your weight, your health. The reason why you're feeling so much resistance is because you're coming at it with so much intense, anxious energy. You have not yet learned and embodied what it means to be rested and to be well and to operate from a place of like soft power and confidence. You just like going after things with such like aggression and intensity. And you're feeling anxious all the time. You're like running around your house, you're cleaning aggressively, you're, you know, dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's, and you're doing things with like a very intense energy. Like you're not slowing down enough, you're not resting enough. And then you wonder why, you just lay in bed and you just stare at the ceiling for hours and you can't fall asleep. Or you wonder why you're just pacing around your house and you can't figure out like what it is that's wrong. Like you're feeling anxious and you don't know why. It's because you've just been operating in a fight or flight state for so long and you haven't healed your nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight, is in constant activation. And this is because of your past and your experiences and traumas that you've went through and things that were done to you. And you've maybe done the things and the work, you've done therapy, and you go for massages and you do your hair, you do your nails, but you actually have not healed your nervous system and you're still in fight or flight. So everything that you go after, you're going at it with such intensity that it resists, right? And you're just so like hyper focused, you obsess over it, and the more that you want it, the more that it goes away. That's because you have not yet learned how to take a step back, how to rest and relax, and to how to attract versus chase. And attraction works and things flow when you are in a calm state, when you're in a receiving state. And the only way to do this is through rest, okay? And I know it feels awkward because you're just sitting there, you're like, I'm so used to doing things, I'm so used to being busy, I'm so used to people depending on me and everybody needing something from me. And sitting in stillness and silence feels like you are, there's something wrong. Like you're not productive, you're not doing something might fall apart. But that is the lie that capitalism and society and, a patriarchal system and white supremacy, this is all these systems, this is what this has taught you. And it also comes from family. It comes from the pressures from coming, into this world as a woman, particularly as a woman of color. Our mamas and our aunties, and our communities are always telling us to work hard and to produce because they don't want to see us struggle and they don't want to see us fail. And then what ends up happening? We end up being super successful, but we don't have that internal peace. And the things that we really want, the things that really would truly make us feel successful, like love, like relationships, like intimacy, those things move further away because we've just come into things with a hypercritical mindset, and we haven't learned how to regulate our nervous system. And so what you'll find is you're just constantly in a control state. You want to control the outcome, you want to control the people, but you got to realize, babe, that you cannot control people, you cannot control outcomes. The only thing that you can practice doing, and the only thing that's really going to heal you, is if you regulate your emotions, regulate yourself, and learn how to rest. And maybe it's your environment that's preventing you from doing that. Maybe it's your workplace. Maybe you need to take a break from work for a little while, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. Maybe you need to leave your environment, and if you're a single mom, maybe you need to, send your kids with someone that you trust for a few days or a week or something, and get out of this space. Like, we can get so stuck because the environment that we're in has conditioned us so well to produce and to do, that we cannot change an environment that we were conditioned in. So sometimes you need to take a little break. Sometimes you need to go away. And I learned a lot from that. I recently, went up to visit my sister in Toronto, and, she is in her complete feminine rest mode. Like, she just, she goes to work, she comes back, she naps, she rests, she naps in the middle of the day. And that takes her out of like constant problem solving mode and constant like, aggressive mode and dysregulated mode. Like, she's restful, she's peaceful, she has no regret about taking rest. Like, she doesn't feel like she has to constantly be doing something and being productive. And like, I used to reject that. I used to think that, like, in order for me to feel valuable and to feel like, I have things under control, I need to be doing all the time. But seeing her in that state of peace like really inspired me. And being in a new place also inspired me of like, what's possible, like, what does success mean for me, like, what does abundance mean for me, what is possible. When you're in the same place for so long, you're used to the same limits and the same boundaries and the same restrictions and the same opportunities. So even though you want more and you believe for more, your environment's not designed to help you grow in that area. So sometimes travel allows you to see different ways that people live, and different opportunities and possibilities for you. And if you have a growth mindset, travel is even more important, because your environment only allows you to grow as much as it allows you to grow, right? And you need to be uprooted and planted in some place else where you can see that the possibilities are endless, right? There's more options and opportunities to make money, more options and opportunities, for work, for relationships, for networking. And yeah, you maybe just maybe you've outgrown your space. But no, travel is one of the best ways for you to heal and to feel like, okay, you know what, I'm not crazy. Like, maybe it is my environment that's pushing me and requiring me to produce so much. So I encourage you to take a little break, take a few days away, take a week away, a month away, 2 months, whatever you need, whether it's from your day job or from your home environment, and go explore. And you'll find that you are a little more regulated, and then you want to bring that back into your home environment. And so when you're home, you can take the things that you learned and apply them. Excuse me, guys. But honestly, resting, taking a nap, not having something to do every minute, it's super uncomfortable. You're not used to it, right? But I promise you, this is the real true way to heal your nervous system, to start getting the things that you want to get, and to put your body back into a parasympathetic nervous system state. Sorry, I might have said the opposite earlier. Sympathetic nervous system is the fight or flight. This is when we're constantly on the go. Adrenaline is high, anxiety is high. And you might see changes in like how you're eating. Maybe like your body's holding on to stuff because it can't let go, because it's constantly in survival mode. When you get to parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest, your body just releases, it relaxes. Your hormones become regulate a little bit more, and so you're able to regulate your emotions. You're not going back and forth with people that you used to go back and forth with. Maybe it's your baby daddy, maybe it's your your family member, maybe it's your boss. When you're rested and thinking clearly, the way that you operate is super different. So it might be uncomfortable, you might not be used to it right now, but keep practicing, and this is really the way that you're going to heal. Start resting, stop filling your schedule up with things, start allowing yourself to take breaks in between things. Be okay with not doing anything. just, if you want to do something, go stand on your balcony, go look outside, read a book, darling, sing a song, dance, like, or just lay there. Just lay there. You can take a rest. You can nap. Start doing these things to practice so that you can regulate your nervous system, really heal from the inside out, and you'll start to see how your life starts to change. All right, babe, we'll talk soon. Bye.